Hi everyone, welcome to my Instagram Graph API series using Python. If you remember in last video we have learned like how to convert our user access token to long access token, and we have also test one API uh, to check whether our authentication is working fine or not. So in today's topic what we are going to cover is how to get our own business accounts details, right? Details regarding how many followers we have, how many peoples we are following, what are the media accounts, what are the likes and all stuff. Yeah, and then we will see how to get other people's Instagrams business account details, and we will see how to limit the outputs, and then we will see like after getting all those details how to download a particular post using Python, and last we will see like how to get paginated results in case like there are like hundred of posts within this business account. Yeah, so let's start with the first one, how to get own business account details, right? So Instagram is using this IG user endpoint to get the details regarding the user. So in meta graph API terms, this IG user is a node. You can get more details in this graph API overview page. What are the nodes? What are the ages and what are the fields? We are going to learn about all these things. So let me get back to this one. So IG user, right? So this is the official API reference documentation. So this what IG user does is it is representing an Instagram business account, right? And what method Instagram is providing us is like reading only. Creation and updation and deletion is not supported. Let's see how to get these user details using this user ID node. Here we are going to use this get method, and the URL is the graph API base URL, which is this one. You can define your API version that you are going to use. And so this is our base URL, and for IG user the endpoint is IG user ID, which is your business account user ID that we got earlier from the first video, right? And what other things are here? In URL we can pass our access token and fields as a parameter. Here fields, how many fields are available you can check here. For example, you can, if you use biography you will get a profile bio text. If you use this followers count, then you can get Instagram users following your account and such detail. uh, I already like separated out the fields that are mostly useful, and the other thing is ages, right? So if we go to this overview and check what ages are, so ages is just a connection between two nodes. So for example, we have a post in our Instagram account. Yeah, so it means our user is connected with this post. So that's the use of ages, and we are going to cover this age, which is business discovery, which can be most useful to you. And with that age we will get some this profile details, and also uh, we are going to cover this media age as well within this business discovery, right? So let's go back to our example to see how to generate this API URL. So here, as I mentioned, first one is our base URL part, then our IG user ID, which is our Instagram business account user ID. Let me print that for you. Yeah. Then we are passing fields as a query parameter. That's why the question mark is here. We are using age, that is business discovery, and we need to provide the username. So for this example, I have provided my own test account, which is this one, FBAPI test, and then we need to pass the parameters. I separated out the parameters to like can easily modify it if we need that. So first of all, I added all these fields which are mentioned here in these fields, right? And then we are also going to get media of our account. So I added this media age here by comma separation, and in this media age what I want to get is this media fields, right? And for media fields you can go to this IG media, yeah, and here if we see fields here, so these are the fields that we can get from this media object, and I already separated out the most useful media fields, yeah, so you don't have to like find those. So here let's run it first. So in response, as we mentioned, we got name, what is our account name. Website, I don't have any website added here, so that's why it's not having anything. Biography, I also don't have it. Yeah. Followers count 0 because I have none. Media count is 1. I posted one post to just verify this API responses, and it is 1. You can see I have posted only one post here. Then profile picture URL, right? You can get my profile picture of this account via this link. Yeah. Then media age and then media fields, right? So here in media data, we are getting all those media fields that we brought here. My first post is image, that's why we don't have a thumbnail here. Then we have media type, which is image, media product type. You can get all these details here in this media field. What is media product type? Yeah, what is media type? Timestamp, when I posted the post. Like count, I have a one like and then I guess two comments. Let me check. Yeah, one like and two comments. Yeah, one like, two comments. Then the media URL, which is returning you the image of the post. This is permanent link to your post. You can directly get this post open in Instagram while this link and the media ID. In upcoming videos we will see how to use this media IDs, right? So that's how we can like get our own business account details. So let's now try to get other business account details, yeah? For here example, I'm going to use this official Meta Instagram user, which is a business account. So let's just change the username. that is meta, we can get it from this URL as I mentioned, and I want to get all these details for that user. Yeah. So here you can see all these details are available now. We have now website and biography because this account added those details. Yeah. And then followers count, follow count, media count, profile pic, and all these media object, right? So here you see this meta account is actually having 578 posts, right? And this API is by defaulting not returning all those posts. This API has a default limit of 25 media data, right? So if we count this media data, how many like objects are within this list? Uh, Let me print those counts. It's generally going to business discovery, media, and data and getting the count of the list as I mentioned. Yeah. So by default, it is returning 25 post. Maximum I can like there is no limit defined here, but I when I was testing like the limits, I was getting around 500 posts at a single time, right? So now question is where to pass this limit in this URL which we are using, right? So here what you need to do is you need to go to this require parameter variable and just besides this media just as a add a dot, then write limit and whatever number you want to get within this data. Yeah. So for example, I just want to get only single media, right? So let's rerun that, and in output we can see we only got one result here, and as I mentioned we can go above 25 as well. So let's try 50, and yeah, it's working, right? So that covers our third topic, which is how to limit the output. Now the fourth one is how to download any post, yeah, which is media here. So if you see here, if we get those details, we are getting this thumbnail URL and media URL. So what we are going to do is with Python's request module, we are just getting the content of this thumbnail or a video and just we are saving it to our local directly. So in this cell, if you see, we are getting our first post media URL and the thumbnail URL. You can easily open that in your browser as well. If we click on this one, it will open the thumbnail here. But instead of opening in the browser, if I want to save that, I can use the get method to get the content, and then I'm just writing it to this temporary folder. Here the first media type is video, which is in MP4 format if you see this URL. So we are saving the content as MP4 file and the thumbnail as a JPG. Yeah. So let me open that temporary folder. We have nothing. If you go to our temporary folder, you can see our first post thumbnail is ready here, which is available locally, and the reel as well, right? So that's how you can like download any post using Python. You just need to figure out like which post you want to download, and yeah, that's all. So that covers our fourth topic and the fifth one. Now let's imagine as a limit we wrote 50 here. Yeah, and if you go to the end, we will see this paging variable. Yeah, so what this paging is, by using this code you can get the next 50 media details, right? So for example, let's say we don't have this media here, and by default we are going to get 25 media posts, right? Now how to get the next 25 media accounts, because this meta account is having 578 posts, right? So how to get that uh, uh, is using this code. Now the question is where to use this code in our URL, right? So let's see how to use that. To using this after code, you just need to pass along with this media or just after the limit, right? After limit, write just dot after, then brackets and your after code. So here I'm getting after code by going to paging and cursors and then after, and now I'm using this after code here. Let me remove this limit and we will see. So here we got the next 25 posts, right? And I just removed all other fields from required parameters because we don't need that every time. We just want to get these new media contents only. Yeah. So if we click here on media URL, we have this post, right? And if you go to meta, you can see here it is available. So that's how you can loop over this response and get the contents until you reach out to these 578 ports, right? So let's quickly recap. What we did is we have seen like how to get our own details, and we are using the same method to get the other users details as well. We just need to change the IG username, that's all. Then we have learned like how to limit our outputs is by adding this limit keyword and bracket and the count uh, that we want to return. Then we learn like how to download the post, that we are just getting the links and downloading using this get request and saving it to local file. And then we have seen like how to do this pagination using this after variable, sorry, after code, that is just same as this limit one. We just need to add after this media by adding a dot after and then your after code that we got from our previous request. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for the video. We covered most of the use cases of this IG user, and yeah, thanks for watching.